a brand new King Ranch Ford F-150 pulls up and sits at the end of the driveway while a Mercedes and a new Chevy pulls up at the other end of the driveway. My sister-in-law is pushing me into her SUV like, we got to get out of here now. And evidently that church is where they like to do transactions. In that area does transactions.
He's smooth.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Conrad's Untitled Nighttime Talk Show. I am with a very special guest tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Harrington.
What's up, everyone?
Yep. We are broadcasting live, pre-recorded from a dumpster on the night before 4th of July. What was I thinking?
Or a multiple suicide attempt.
Welcome to the show. I hope we don't... Yeah, I don't know, man. At this point, dude, I'd give up. And not on life, like just on... get some training.
Yeah,
Yep.
or some target practice.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my podcast. The only self-help show that only helps me. Charlie?
Yes, sir?
It's hot.
Yeah.
How long have you been living in this shit?
Oh, shit. Like, in Benton County?
Yeah. We don't need to get specific.
37 years?
37 years. Jeez.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It only gets hotter.
Yeah. No, I see that, dude. It's fucking wild. Like, there was a point where I just, like, quit going outside. Like, just started,
I think you just learn to wear clothing that hides the sweat better.
That's the reason I wear the shirt. It's basically a sports jersey. Playing for the Joker's team.
The NWA Harley Quinns.
God damn it.
Another one bites the dust.
Yep. July 3rd, 2024.
Someone shot their fireworks because they can't have a calendar.
So I met you doing open mic, yeah?
Yeah, it was back in September.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And how's it been since then?
Yeah, it's about like the first time having sex. You just kind of bumble along through it till something feels right.
Confusing and troubling and...
A little anxious, sweaty, heavy breathing. My wife's very disappointed.
Yep. Yeah. Well, wait, your first time was with your...
No.
Oh.
God, no.
I don't know. You don't need to say it like that. Yeah.
No, I just like that metaphor.
Hell yeah. So you've been doing comedy since like last September. You're almost coming up on, well, not quite a year, Nat.
About 10 months.
Yeah. What do you think the biggest thing that you've learned, in that time has been?
Stop storytelling.
Yeah?
Keep the jokes simple, sweet, to the point.
Shorten it.
Unlike me, make it like me, but with less fluff.
No fluff.
Yeah.
You gotta make it lean. Like, jokes gotta be like 2-3 words at best. Like, somebody who's really good at that you can't be anymore is Stephen Wright. For the kids listening at home, he was like monotone guy from the 80s. He got shit on by a bunch of people. And his scene in Boston, I think, And my favorite joke of his is, what's another word for thesaurus?
What?
That's the whole joke. You know what a thesaurus is? You're a teacher.
Yes, I know what a thesaurus is.
Okay. It wasn't a setup. That was the whole thing. Everybody, and that's why I think it's brilliant. Maybe I'm neurodivergent. I do have a theory, though. I got a theory that, there's a lot of people getting into comedy that have autism, and I think that, if they're doing observational type of stuff, it almost serves as a superpower because the lens that it has to go through.
I haven't met a stand-up comic yet who wasn't, some kind of mental illness. At
Yeah.
least a couple.
Well, right. No, I mean, I'm saying that, too. It's kind of a ignorant blanket term. Oh, yeah. I mean, we can... But,
then you also have ADHD with me.
These are the list of words I'm going to take out with later. Do you watch the show?
Sometimes, yeah.
You're one of the 20 guys?
Yeah. Sometimes I've seen a few with Bryce and Joe Means and Big Mike and...
Yeah, I got to do another one with Big Mike. He got discharged today.
Okay.
Fuck. I don't know.
Yeah, get him off on the right foot.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I don't want to, like... It sucks that he was only doing comedy for, like, a year and a half before, like, having, like, a limb removed, because now he's got to hear, like, 50 people's shitty take on it. Like, of course, I guess the same is true as if you're, like, famous. You know?
I mean, if I was him, I'd just lean into it and be like, pickled Mike Foot jokes.
No, you did one without even meaning to. God, that's gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. That's regular annoying. Oh well.
That's either fireworks or just Rogers gunshots. I mean, you never know.
Yeah. The mean streets, the Walmart Ground Zero.
I had a student tell me last week, they're like, I used to live in the bad part of Rogers. You know, you'll get arrested in the bad part of Rogers. I'm like, there's a good part of Rogers?
You can get arrested anywhere in Benton County. Benton County jail is, like, disproportionately larger than, like, most county jails. I've heard it, like...
I don't know. I've never been to county jail.
I don't want to, like... spread... That'll be another word we bleep out. I'm running out of batteries. It's okay, though. We can keep talking.
I've never been in...
You've never been in jail?
No.
I just did an episode...
You think they let me be a teacher if I've been to jail?
Well, if you weren't a felon, if you could get it off your record, yeah.
You can't even be a misdemeanor.
Really?
No.
Really?
They do FBI background checks on you.
What does the FBI have access to that...
Just make sure you didn't do anything in another state.
Okay.
I got a cleaner, like, I have to have a cleaner record than most of the single moms I watch their kids for.
Yeah, no, that is you should say that on stage, dude. That's some good stuff. That you, yeah, no.
No, I'm serious.
Do you have any?
Oh, yeah.
Like a tramp stamp?
No.
Oh.
No, I do got a big ass, like, anarchy symbol on my chest.
That's hilarious for what? At preschools?
Oh, that's what your kids want to learn. Hey, kids, today's lesson will be you'll float too.
Well, dude, you should be teaching these guys how to, like, write checks by hand and, like, make a budget. You know, if you're really into anarchy, dude.
No, I was just drunk as fuck, and my friend was like, hey, I got some new needles. He wants to practice. And I'm like,
dude,
we're watching, like, Sons of Anarchy at that time. I'm like, one thing led to another. And I'm sitting there just, like, a bunch of people standing around me getting for 3 hours. And I'm like, don't look like a bitch. Don't look like a bitch. Much like on stage.
Yeah, right. Well, that is the feeling that you get. Sorry, I'm just trying to watch this. I'll get worried when it starts flashing. So I'm so, like, fortunate that I didn't black out and wake up with it. Like, I don't have any right now. I'm thinking about getting my first one.
What you gonna get?
I want to get the Voyager space probe.
Okay.
Me and my buddy. He's got, there's two of them. Two of the Voyager, And we had a policy of, like, when we lived together, we would do, like, a bunch of and just watch documentaries on all kinds of, like, benign stuff, like bridges, and then just get overwhelmingly stoked about, oh, look at the clearance, oh, it's a good bridge, Voyager spacecraft, like, the whole idea, it was Carl Sagan's project, right?
Yeah.
I think the funniest thing about the Voyager spacecraft is that Chuck Berry is on there. Chuck Berry. Chuck Two-Song Berry. And he's up there with Bach and, like, oh, yeah. And, oh my gosh. Yeah.
I'm going to laugh so hard if you tell that to the artist, you end the as a trick and you just put the Star Trek Voyager
Chuck
on
Berry's head on a satellite whipping through space. Like, there it goes. Binga, 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 bonga, binga.
Going through Johnny Be Good.
Yonga, binga, yonga, yeah, that would just, that would suck. I don't know. I guess I need, like, an elaborate set of mirrors for this. Because, first, how do you trust the guy? How much do you pay? What do you bribe him with? I'll report on this later.
I got fucked on my first time. Like, not metaphorically.
Well, no, you were hammered.
Oh, not for that one. That wasn't my first.
Okay. How many do you have?
Dude, I got, like...
That's a few.
Then... that little symbol right there was my first one. I got charged $118. To be fair, I was hammered.
Yeah.
And I didn't know any better. I was just like, hey, I want to... That's my first... That one looks like an easy one.
Go with the Celtic isosceles on a birch tree, please.
No, actually, that... Yeah, no, the tree was actually put on there later.
Oh.
Just because I like trees, so I was like, put that on. It makes sense.
How bad do you like trees? What's happening with that one? It's got a bad spot. This other one, too. Shit.
I don't know. I'm not a science teacher.
I bet the wind killed them. And
I just like drawing trees, so I was like, here you go. I want this one.
Oh.
And I just gave them a drawing I made.
You're not the Da Vinci, the engineer artist.
No.
You're just yeah.
I don't know. I just like pretty shit. Like I like nature shit.
What do you think it is?
What is it?
Yeah, what's it?
3/4 of our TikTok talk artists nowadays.
Well, right. No, but like, what is that?
Oh, overinflated ego. Rich daddy. Look at me.
Okay. Like demanding of special treatment and
Yes.
offering of no special.
Yeah, nothing in return.
Right. Like famous. Like who's a good one? All right. So like who can actually pull that off? Like who delivers the goods that well to kind of do whatever they want? I think like the era of that is fading, but I think Rihanna, like
Yeah.
she could,
was it?
she could be
the WAP lady. That's it.
okay.
What's her name?
Nicki Minaj?
No, that's not her.
The
It's
WAP.
Megan Thee Stallion and the other one. That would be I can't think of her name.
I don't think Megan Thee Stallion did WAP.
She was one of the people in it. It was Megan Thee Stallion and some other, I guess, girl rapper. I don't know.
I'm convinced that Ice Spice isn't good at anything.
Ice Spice?
Do you not know this chick?
No.
Probably because you don't like bad music.
Cardi B, that's who it is.
Shit. Yeah, I was wrong. Nicki Minaj? Yeah, no. Yeah, okay, yeah. Cardi B.
That would be a...
Right. Well, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because the BBL, like, that doesn't... And we get to be the part of the first generation that gets to see, like, old BBLs. Because everything sags.
Yeah.
But there's going to be... there's going to be saggy people out there who just... perfect butts. Like, that's part,
Oh, or Kim Kardashian, that would be a...
No, but... Yeah, but... No, but...
When you're talking about fake butts, I mean...
Okay.
That would be the top of the list.
Kim Kardashian's skill is, like, she was, like, undeniably a pioneer in, social media. She's the most followed, like, blank, whatever. She doesn't need to be anything other than, like, Kim K. And she can sell, bat poop infused weird, like, makeup products to a bunch of people that just want to be her. But
and girls would buy the shit out of it.
the thing about Kim Kardashian, too, is that she was engineered, Her mom basically, like, set up the whole Ray J thing, like, directed it, I heard.
Well, OJ's money didn't hurt.
Well, that, and then, well, right. And then, like, you look at the Taylor Swift thing. There's, like, multiple documentaries about that. And, like, pros, cons. She had a dad who owned a bank that moved her to Nashville. You know? Then you got, like, Dua Lipa, right? Dua Lipa, rich daddy, she, wasn't anybody a few years ago, wanted to be a pop star. Dad bought the first 1 million copies of the album. I don't know what you do with that many albums. How many, like, is that a pallet of CDs? Because that might not be too big of an issue. But if it was like a warehouse full of shit, I don't know. And the art game's so fucked up now. It's like it used to be. It's like, I don't know. The pandemic kind of screwed everything up for me because it's like I had studio time. And it wasn't paid for. It's just I entered a contest and won it.
Yeah.
And then, like, the pandemic hit, and I found out that not only all of the musicians live with their parents, but a lot of these producer guys also live at home with their parents. And these are guys that are late into their 40s. You know, and I'm one of these, I don't know if I'm the last guy ever to do it, but like get the fuck out of the house at 18, you know, never come back, no matter what, like, like type guys. But yeah, that was really frustrating, having a bunch of grown men telling me that I can't come hang out because their dad says so. Like,
your dad says you might get me sick.
I mean, so I got nothing but time here. It's like, and then like, you know, after
we can record it behind the
getting
dumpster,
all the
it'll be
resources to do like okay enough job at it by yourself, you know, I think that like restrictions when it comes to restrictions when it comes to like, you know, just technology, like if everybody's absorbing shit on their phones, that is not 4K 1080p. You are not like trying to be a Marvel movie, you know?
No.
So don't try to be. Like,
no.
You just like the thing that comes through, I think, is like if the quality of this stuff is good enough, and if the content itself stands, then it's a style.
I mean, if you're gonna record something on your phone, just Kevin Smith the shit out of it.
What do you mean?
Like DIY it.
Have you seen Bobby Hobbs videos, dude?
No.
Have you seen the guy that comes in with like?
Oh, I know who Bobby is.
Dude, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it's not that bad, and he's just coming in there. You know, I was inclined to make fun of him because you know I was that guy before he showed up, but.
No, he's good. He's a good guy. But all I'm saying is, I mean, don't try to be indie about it.
Yeah.
Don't try to be Marvel. Be indie about it, and that's what I mean by Kevin Smith is because that's the biggest advice he gives anyone is, like, that's where the thing is going. Is like the scene is going. Everyone's going to get tired of these big studio. Go indie.
Well, right. Yeah. Like, how many Marvel movies can people watch before they're like, when is Thor gonna die? You know, where is he, immortal? You know.
Yeah. I don't know until a gator gets him at home.
That would be hilarious, dude. Thor gets like smoked by a gator. Thor on a fan boat with whoever the Cajun superhero is. What happened to Gambit?
Cajun superhero? Gambit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You mean the one where they were going to have Magic Mike be Gambit?
Oh, fuck. He was almost... Channing Tatum was almost Gambit?
Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
The movie got canceled last minute.
Boo.
It was going to be... Yeah. It was supposed to be out around the same time the first Deadpool came in. I guess just beat him to the like leaked footage game and.
All right.
Yeah.
Seems like a tyrant. I'm gonna edit that out in case you don't YouTube.
Unless you're filming this on Mint Mobile, I think you're okay.
Yeah.
But no,
see how things go.
It was supposed to come out around then, and they're claiming there's a rumor that in the new Deadpool Wolverine movie he's going to show up as Gambit. Like, as a joke. Kind of like how Brad Pitt showed up in Deadpool 2.
He explodes and, like, he's Magic Mike with cards. And a hat.
Yeah.
I can see that. No, I mean, that makes perfect sense.
Just a trench coat.
They missed a huge opportunity.
Just
like,
do this and
or what if they did it
Magic
like,
Mike out a bunch of cards.
What if they did it like Joker, and then like he starts off as like a guy with a crippling gambling addiction and like loses his in his house and then discovers through the power of magic that everything will be okay.
The power of not being able to afford your medication.
The power of failing social services. Keep talking.
I actually have not seen the Joaquin Phoenix Joker yet.
Oh, dude, oh gosh, I did the stupidest thing. If you did, like, anybody who's listening to a stupid ass podcast, take the opportunity to like also type my name into YouTube and find me with my face painted up as Joker. Like 2 days after getting kicked out of my fucking apartment, that was not great.
Who was your favorite Joker of all time?
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, they're all cartoonish until, like, Joaquin Phoenix, right?
I don't know. I think Heath Ledger, not my favorite, but he wasn't super cartoonish.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, no, the Heath Ledger one, he was the first guy to go, like, scary.
Yeah.
You know? So it's, like, toss-up between him and Joaquin. Of course, like, fucking prompts to Joaquin, you gotta follow up that guy, and people still talk about you.
I mean, at least Joaquin wasn't
that role killed him, you know?
Freaking, what's his name? Jared Leto with the hand.
Of course, like, what they say that that Heath Ledger's commitment to the role killed him? And here I go talking about something I know nothing about, but like, I don't know.
Oh no, I was watching a documentary. He was going through like a divorce or something, and on pain medications for an injury he got upset at the time. So it was just a mix of bad medications.
Was it skateboarding, or was it pre or post that picture?
I think it was like pre that picture.
If he got injured pre that picture and he's doing fucking kickflips over Batman, that doesn't seem like a bummer time, dude.
But I guess he was also like a bunch of stuff in his personal life, so they had him on antidepressants and painkillers at the same time, and it's just the mix of it killed him. Like, it was just the doctors didn't prescribe him a good mix of drugs.
Michael Jackson him?
Basically, that's what the documentary said.
Oh my God. Wow.
I mean,
Dude, I can't wait.
I appreciate the anarchistness of like Heath Ledger's, but Jack Nicholson, well, you know, he's the most like Batman the Animated Series.
That was the first person that came to mind. But then, like, you brought up Heath Ledger, and I was thinking, like, Joaquin. But then, like, I don't know. Do you think that Marvel movies will continue to go on? They'll just all be sad now?
They'll just all suck.
No, dude. I mean, the comic books did that.
Yeah, the comic books did that, but it's owned by
wow, all right. That's a good point. Yep, hold on.
Just keep smiling. Just keep smiling.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, Mouse won't let them frown. Just imagine if, like, bought out DC.
I don't even...
Have Robert Downey Jr. do his return as the Joker.
You lost me. This is too meta.
No, that's just my ADHD brain going.
That's all right.
Yes. Like that joke I have where I just like to go like I get really hyper and I start just babbling on, and then I spend the rest of the day just thinking about what did I say? I just can't let it go.
What? Yeah, no.
No, I was saying like if owned Marvel and DC.
Oh, both of them?
And then they just put that, you know, just keep smiling onto like DC, which is supposed to be the grittier and darker.
He's gonna blow up the entire planet. I don't even know. That'd be a tough one.
Yeah, that right there sounds like a Thor movie.
That is high concept. Well, yeah, no, there were a couple fun Thor movies.
Yeah.
Damn it! All right. It is hot.
Talking about DC, you know, there's a new Constantine movie they're supposed to be working on.
Why the hell are they doing that one? Is Keanu coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
he's the one pushing for it.
Oh shit. Well, now I'm in.
He's the one pushing for it.
Is Channing Tatum's gonna do it? And they're like, no, boo.
Didn't sleep last night because it was, I don't know, I have OCD and ADHD and sitting up night thinking about trying to name off all the Targaryen dragons.
So you just stared at a spot on the ceiling and thought about dragons until the sun came up?
Till about the witching hour, yeah.
Jeez. And then like you blinked and then you're like, fuck!
Yeah, you blink and then just like ding ding ding. It's 8 o'clock. Go to work.
Are you like pooping solid if you do that? Like that seems like a really hard thing to do to your body. Like I don't know. Like I'm a sleep king. Like I don't.
That's why they.
I fell asleep doing.
That's why there's Rockstar energy drinks.
I guess, yeah, but no, I don't know, man. I got a switch in my head, and if it's time, it's time. I could be like, and it's not narcolepsy. I don't know.
Narcolepsy would be grand. I don't know. I just feel like I try to go to sleep at night, and then like, you know, right, just an inch before sleep, it's just my inner demons just go.
Remember like, that one time.
Remember that one time you went baby shark do 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 do. And then I'm awake for 5 hours thinking about Baby Shark.
And then they just ride away with that.
Yeah, and then thinking about Discovery Channel Shark Week, and then
word association and. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I feel like I sort of have a productive version of that. I'm like, you know, look for something to do guy, and then like look over and be like, oh fuck, that's what time it is. I'm like, shit.
I mean, it gives me time to like get my lesson plans done.
Yeah, I guess.
Like kids, let's learn about how to go to sleep at night.
I mean, you don't have like other. Chapter 1. alcohol.
This is how I can't.
There's so many different flavors. Yeah, no, I don't want to. Yeah, you don't want.
Where do you get sanity in a bottle? Busters. A new company. We sell sleep in a bottle.
Let's gonna do some editing here.
Are you not allowed to like say that in there?
No, I mean I want to make it as ambiguous as possible, so that good things are sounding bad, and bad things sound good.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's great.
Ah.
Well, plus, like, if they're gonna like censor stuff anyway, I had an experience one time that was interesting. I used a bunch of buzzwords in a bit because like none of the local guys were booking me.
Yeah.
One of the words was, you know, another one like I hate shave my eyebrows. You know, I'm trying to kill Superman because he's. You know, no, I'm not. Yeah, I am. You know, like all of those words, you know, in like a 3-minute span, and it got 88,000 views in a day.
Oh crap! So that's what I got to do to get views.
No,
Just kidding.
because 1 week after that, it was at 44K, and this was like the 4th reel I've ever posted. So I'm like watching all the people like liking it, and I noticed that it's just a bunch of just made up accounts. One-off bots. The algorithm heard all the bad words that I said and like glommed a bunch of fake listeners on it because it was, you know, antithetical to the idea of America, right? Which is why
That or
like,
the Proud Boys saw it.
well, no. I mean, we're talking bots, dude. You know,
Oh.
because like watching the comments too, it was like, wow, you got a bot army to like your own stuff. It's like, no, I just caught this win myself, dude. It's like way easier to get popular if you're a divisive type of person because there's, you know,
Yeah,
people
like
out there
controversy.
that, well, no, it's not that people like controversy.
But they do.
It's that, Charlie, it's that it gets artificially boosted by like anti-American interests. That there's a bot army that listens to your shit,
Like Chinese bots
or whomever. And that it's way easier to get likes, not because people like controversy, but because it will get artificially boosted by this invisible force.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's like... Then I quit posting reels for a while. You know, like, I don't want to be used, you know. I just wanted to stick it to the, you know, the guys who hurt my feelings, and now I'm being used as a tool to overthrow the government. You know, it's like,
I think the most views
That's a
I ever got was
bummer.
like 688, and that was that one set I did where I played my bass at your open mic. I was like, "Yay, I beat 600!"
I don't know, man. I feel bad because, like, I do bitch all the time. It's like, in order to do anything, you need to actually be a video editor. Like, if you want to be
Yeah.
a musician, if you want to be a comedian, if you want to throw pots, if you want to be a painter, sculptor, what have you.
How'd you
Like,
learn
if
how to
you-
do all that?
I did it. I just did it. I just Googled it, and then I Googled it, and I got frustrated, and my hair fell out, and I kept Googling, and, you know. I
Then
don't
your
know.
eyebrows fell out.
Well, I've been doing graphic design, like Photoshop type of stuff, since I was like 16.
Oh, okay.
And I'm 32 now, so it's like I've gotten to the point where it's like, you know, how can I change the color of this picture to like, how can I get a program to remove 500 frames of a video at a time?
How do you like? You just like watch YouTube videos to learn how to do it, or?
Yeah, to an extent, for better part of a decade. And it's gotten to the point where it's like now I'm learning how to like edit videos on Photoshop and then boot them into the. And what I learned is that, you know, all the time that I spent on that one particular program, at least with Adobe, like if you learn Photoshop
Yeah.
well enough and learn all the hotkeys from it, then like the learning curve going into it, like a video editing type of thing, is a lot less steep
Yeah.
because, you know, one begat the other, and then you realize that, you know, it's got a lot of the same functionality. You just don't know how to use it yet,
Okay.
you know? So, you know, a video is just a stack of images on top of each other. You know?
Yeah.
That seems redundant, but I mean, that's ultimately what it is. And like, you know, I figured out how to like, I mean, that's not what this is.
Yeah.
This is two dudes jerking off behind a dumpster. But like, you know, that's also because like, you know, I have nicer stuff, you know, to do this. I could be doing fake Joe Rogan with the big gooseneck, you know,
Yeah.
mic stands and headphones and all that crap. But you don't need that.
No.
And everybody's doing that. And
At least with this, you get a little more authenticity.
all right, you get to watch us sweat out fucking side because I couldn't find somebody close to bribe to let us use a room.
Right.
Yeah.
If you want to know the weather report in Arkansas, it's hot as fuck.
Yeah, and it's July now, so it's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
I remember we didn't have much of a winter. I knew we'd pay for it. But dude, it's like 80% humidity, 95 degree heat. Dude, it sucks.
Yeah, there's a slight breeze.
It's all right. I'm wearing a jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sweat through it anyway.
Oh.
You really are, guys.
So how long have you been doing oh, did you just pause it?
Oh no, we're good.
How long have you been doing comedy?
I don't know. I've been doing like open mics for something like 8 years.
Oh crap.
But I started off as the guy that like came up with like 3 songs and like a joke. And then there was like 3 solid years, maybe 4, of like trying to start a band really hard. Starting a band. Everybody loved us. But everybody, like, I don't know. I'm dealing with a bunch of like grown ass man children. Musicians are the worst.
Yeah.
You know, I can tolerate my own failure, but like if I trust somebody else and they burn me, that hurts, you know?
Yeah.
So like I got into comedy, even though I sucked ass at it for a couple of years, and then I covered it in the last episode. I just got on stage every day. You know?
Oh, there you go.
And eventually it started working out, and I learned a lot on the way. Like, you know, if you're going to approach a club and you're less than 2 years in, don't.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm learning now.
Yeah, I know, because if you do, what'll happen is you know, because if you continue to do it every day in whatever context,
Yeah.
for 5 people, 30 people, 2 people, you know, and people who are high on drugs, people who are sober, you know, like all like stuff like that, you know, you're gonna advance and you're gonna look back at when you were 2 years in and think like, wow, I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's just the growth cycle. Is that, and you know, when you go to a place that you're not ready to go to too soon, especially like way too early, and they see, you know, the least cooked version of what you are gonna be, you know, then
Yeah, it's gonna hurt you in the end.
That's what they're gonna remember the next time you see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still like I said, I'm still bumbling through. I'm making all the like the newbie mistakes, and I'm learning as I go.
Right.
Just catching advice from everyone I can, and one of these days I'll be able to put it together into a good set.
I mean, the only advice that I give to anybody is just to record everything that you do on stage, and don't like be Steven goddamn Spielberg. I mean, like, just do a voice recorder
Yeah.
starting off, and then like if anything doesn't work, just like with your storytelling thing, like just cut it out, shorten it, get rid of it. You know, it's gotta be like there's a rhythm to it. Joke, joke, joke. Up,
Yeah.
up. You know, there's music to it in that way, and you know, like you're learning to play the instrument in front of people.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm far from any expert. I mean, I started off as the guy that knew 3 songs like 8 years ago, and like this Saturday I'm booking a show by my goddamn self where I'm gonna play for 3 hours. And last time I was there,
The ventriloquist.
no, it's just gonna be me. I'm doing a bar.
Oh, you're not doing a
musician
farmer's
thing.
market?
No, I don't think. He invited me to that. That's not this weekend.
Oh.
I book my own gigs, Charlie. By my goddamn self. Because I know, like, you know, 60 songs now.
Yeah.
And I've got, like, I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes solid, 45 shaky. All at nighttime, you know, if there's kids there, then I'm doing crowd work, you know.
Yeah.
But, like, comedy. And I mean, honestly, it's like nobody wants to watch Santana play for 4 hours.
No.
You know, I'll take as much time in between songs to, like, it's funny because it's like people at my shows are just there with their families on a, like, trip to a place, tourists, you know.
Yeah.
And they're there to eat dinner, and I am not the focus of attention. It's the people that they're with.
Yeah.
And, like, I've got these little traps. Like, oh, I like your guitar. Well, actually, you know, 3-minute bit, you know, and I could tell that they get exhausted. I could see the moment on their face where they're sorry that they asked, you know, and it's like, all right, I'll play another fucking song now.
I like that how when my niece came to your show or to your open mic and then you're playing a Wu-Tang Clan song to her and she's just like, Huh? I was like, she's probably heard that at home.
Oh no, that was great. Your niece just looking at me and then being like,
He's
I
like,
don't like
I
him.
can't tell if that's a grown baby or...
something's wrong. Yeah.
Oh, that was good though.
Oh yeah. Not the only time. Yeah, I know. A lot of kids scowl at me. It's great.
I don't get it when like you come to some places where like restaurants. I get that's a family place, but when the people bring them into like a drink, like a brewery or something,
Yeah.
and then I'm just sitting here like, please don't be one of my students' parents. Please don't want to be one of my students'
They
parents.
heard it before.
Being like, now I have to call you because you're getting your 3-year-old drunk.
Whoops. Do
Or
you have to do that a lot?
No,
Okay.
I've only ever had to do it like once or twice. And
Okay.
I've been teaching for 16 years almost,
Shit.
and I've only ever had to like call like twice.
So, one
And
gold,
it's-
one silver.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's been pretty, and I can't really talk about that.
No, absolutely not. Don't do that.
Yeah. But that is one of my fears. Is like I'm gonna go up and I probably got a dirty set, and then in walks in one of my students, and I'm probably retelling a story of something they said in class.
Yeah. All right.
Like that child who came in and literally told me like, my dad's dead. Be like, and to be fair, her dad's not dead really. But I'm like, and mom just heard me crack the joke about her being single.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's fair play. Like, I like, I've had like, especially performing on Dixon, like dudes come up to me and like, you better not say shit about this on stage. And I'm like, what do you think I would do?
You walk into
Why
a comedy
wouldn't I
show,
do
you are
that?
a walking target.
Right, and I got this guy who wants to punch me in the face but won't because I'll make a big fuss about it, Yeah, that's the flip side to it. Then again, I don't have a job with benefits, so yeah, I have to
do.
rely on performance money to do that, which is insane.
Yeah.
However, I feel like I am slightly making it. I don't use my health insurance as much as I could. I still buy my, my in the street. I don't know why. I could just, talk to a guy with a clipboard about it, but
Yeah, I've done that, and it depends on the guy with the clipboard.
yeah, I guess so.
Someone's just like, oh, I have OCD, so I randomly can't stop thinking about things. Well, just don't.
Okay. I'm gonna go
I
get a second opinion now.
physically can't.
Right.
Well, just don't. I'm like, well, that's like me. You telling me don't punch me in the face for giving bad advice. Well,
I
just
don't know.
don't. Okay,
I
I'll
like-
do it again.
I like when experts are kind of assholes
Yeah.
if they're good enough. Like I had a doctor that I tore my ACL during a frisbee injury. Yeah. It was
The embarrassment worse or the pain?
glorious sports injury on the day. And the doctor who worked on me, his last patient was like a high school football guy, and broke his arm, so he gave him a cast, and gave him a purple cast, because purple's my favorite color, And the kid wakes up and he's freaking out because he's got a purple cast. It's like, well, I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah. It's gonna clash with your jersey or
That's
something.
what I'm saying, right? And I was just like, I like that guy. I don't mind purple, Yeah. Yeah, the doctor was just like, I don't know. It seems like you went to the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Of course, like, you ever go to urgent care without insurance?
Yeah, they make
That's
you
fine.
pay like $200 up front.
Well, not just that. They can't even tell you how much you're going to pay. They're like, hey, I need a blood test. They're like, how much is that going to be? They're like, do you have, what kind of insurance do you have? That's their first question. Like, I don't. They're like, and then they give you a range from like $5 to $500.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can cover that. And then they're like shocked. And then then you're like, let's go.
Well, most people go to urgent care like don't have like a personal physician or something. Like,
And then a bald guy stares at your dick for 2 seconds and it's like, that's not herpes. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then it's like $175. You find out at the very, very end. It's crazy. It's
when
like,
you could have just posted that on Google and had
well,
someone in the
and
comments tell you.
You'd think it's like, I came to the shop where they draw blood and fix legs. It's like, how much for a leg and how much for some blood? And they can't tell you. You call the insurance guy, they're like, leg, that's about $3,000. Don't worry about it. Like, It's crazy.
Leg from where?
Yeah, I don't
like
care.
you can have this leg from America.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like guitars. It could be a leg from America,
I'd
where
be
you
like-
could have the one made in China for $50.
Like, how many legs you want? Speaking of, how are we doing on time here? You know, who's hosting tonight?
I have no clue.
All right,
Oh no, someone I'm gonna roast eventually.
Stephen Reed. I think that's who it is.
Okay, so
I don't know why, because Megan guessed, and I was the person.
I'm gonna guess Stephen Reed. So I'll probably open up with some Sasquatch jokes or
Yep.
Chick-fil-A jokes, Centerton living jokes.
I don't know. I'm trying to write more. But I feel like my process is just I'll either get annoyed to a breaking point and then just start riffing about how ridiculous and fucked the situation is. Sometimes that'll work, and sometimes I'll get in trouble. Or I'll just carry around a notebook and my little fanny pack here anytime an idea strikes me. You know, and I can tell how drunk I am based on like how long it takes to decipher the number. I'm like, oh, that is a good tag. Took me 3 days to read it.
Most of my
French
jokes
Revolution.
is just I wait for one of my students to say something really weird.
And then you narc on them.
Well, I don't name them, but like
Well, right. No,
that's
right.
that's comedy sets that write themselves, or my will do something
Well,
silly
that's
like.
what Cosby's kids say the darndest things, King. Except that you're like,
Except they were all like, dump,
you're
put in
different.
pops.
Except that you're a very different style than that.
Yeah,
Yes.
but they no, they'll say like I had a student say I can marry my brother if I want to. Okay, little West Virginia.
All right,
I mean,
don't
what
know
you
about
do
that.
on vacation at Gulf Shores is your business, but
Yeah, I mean, they totally could.
let's not hear.
I don't know. I mean, like, are they related, or are they like Pornhub related? Because I mean, like, you
Talking about
can't.
a 5-year-old here. No.
No, and I'm saying, like, maybe it's a broken family. Maybe they got like a Brady Bunch situation. Maybe they're all banging. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's
This
hope
is incomplete
not.
information. I can't.
That's the most I got from her, and I was like,
Yeah,
that
probably
is
don't
too
follow
good
up
to
with
pass
that.
up.
Right, yeah. I want to marry my brother. You don't like give them bad advice. You're a teacher. You can't do that. Yeah.
No, I like.
You should get into construction. You can give guys bad advice. Not if you're like foreman, but like other people at your level.
Yeah, no, this isn't the restaurant business.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like I had this one guy on the job site, and he would keep talking and talking, and he would just keep talking and talking, and eventually you get fed up with it. So you start trying to get him to shut up, and it just wouldn't work. So it's like, you know, eventually it comes up on his like, you know, I met this escort on Snapchat, wants to date me. I'm like, what do you mean, like going steady? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, you should totally do that. You can make an honest woman out of young Horothy. You know? And I literally told him to do that just so I could check up on him. For a few weeks, that was my form of entertainment.
Show him, at least now we know what your mom's doing on Snapchat.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, this kid. Parents got divorced. And one day he kept talking so much. I was like, do you think that they broke up because of you? And then our boss started laughing. Oh, like, jeez. Yeah.
Oh.
Energy. Vampires. I guess I don't know. Like, I don't know how you work with kids all the time without, like,
Alcohol.
right. I mean, it seems to me it's just like customer service where they don't even know. Because I get upset when people come into a store and don't know what they want,
Yeah.
you know?
It's rewarding in its own way.
You
I
work
mean,
at a store where kids don't know who they are,
yeah.
and that's got to be, like, tough.
Yeah, you got to teach them who they are. Like, you're going to grow up to be an asshole. So we're going to start training you in that.
Yep.
Just be it, like, start guidance counseling at age
Yeah.
3.
There you go.
You're going to have mommy issues. You're going to have daddy issues, and you're my kid.
You earn those. Yep.
Oh. But,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't do teaching for the money. I mean, it's got rewarding factors to it.
Right.
I mean, the older you get, those rewarding factors get, different.
Right. You know, getting to see people change, it's got to be kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean...
It's also be kind of nice when it's like the kid that you called would be a dickhead ends up being a dickhead. And you're like, Told you so.
Yeah, you get all like when they grow up to be a good person, you're like, I did that. They grow up to be a dickhead, and you're like, they just felt dropped on their head too many times. I couldn't help it.
You're taking credit for that. I like that. Yeah. Definitely has nothing to do with anything else.
I'm not the one who knocked him off that shelf as a life lesson.
Yeah. Where was the lifeguard at home?
Yeah, they were emo too.
Yeah, that'll get you. Head trauma, CTE.
Hence why I don't say what school I work at.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough corporate gig for you.
It is pretty corporate.
Oh, really?
Like, they took the public out of the school's name just because it sounded too middle class.
Nice.
That's all I will say.
All right. Well, before anybody gets fired, is there anything you want to say before we wrap this up and go stand in line?
Parents, don't let your kids eat.
I wrote that down.
Clean their before you bring them to school. Them having more skid marks than a NASCAR trap is not flattering.
And that's one for all the folks at home, actually. Not just the kids or the parents. For everyone. Clean your ass. And this has been the Conrad's Untitled Nighttime Show. Thank you for hanging out.
Thanks for having me, man.
And hanging out behind this dumpster and borrowing a chair. So, swiftly. We'll be back tomorrow from a different questionable location.
From a different dumpster.
Thank you for tuning in.
Hopefully we'll get a good homeless guy peeing on it.
That hadn't happened yet. Oh, man. I'm waiting on
No comics come back here to use the bathroom yet?
I'm waiting on the cease and desist, dude. That's going to be a fun one. I'm like, what are you doing here? Who told you you could do this?
Sorry for my awkward silences.
Oh, no, that's fine.